I'm at this desk having myself a ball. Y'all know I like that little intro song. It do something for me. Good morning. It's Friday. I can't believe it's Friday already. I had such an amazing weekend last weekend that I didn't want it to end. And now it's Friday again. Yikes. Okay, do me a solid. Y'all know what we do. Go ahead and holler at your girl in the comments. Let's get into it. Listen, let me say this right off the bat, because I got to say it. The hoops are hooping. Ha! The hoops are hooping. Hey, Mama J, the hoops are hooping. I didn't intend for them to do this much, but I guess I'm kind of, I'm feeling a little extra today, so I'm doing a little extra something. Y'all, say good morning. Let's get into this topic. I am super hyped about all things holiday. I don't know what your favorite holiday is. You can go ahead and drop it in the box. But excuse me, my favorite holiday, I'm sure you already know, is my birthday. Yes, my birthday is my favorite holiday. It is the day that it goes down all year. I have been enjoying celebrating my birthday, visiting with my family, my oldest and dearest friend. Oh my God, I have just had, who is also my family, I have just had myself a bang up good time. But y'all, let's get into today. Let's talk about it. But for real, I do want to know what your favorite holiday is. I might do a little something special for you. You never know. So go ahead and communicate that right there. Y'all, today, hey, nephew, hope you're doing well. Today's topic is simply this: don't give up your seat. Yes, I understand that it is not Black History Month, but every month is Black History Month because I'm making history all the time. You are Black history. We are Black history, if you know what I'm saying. But today, I got to talk to you about giving up your seat. Now, let me backtrack just a little bit, no pun intended, and you'll understand in a moment. I was in Hotlanta last weekend, and y'all, that place is a doozy. And yes, I did say doozy. I'm 55. I can use words like doozy. I can say doozy, booger bear. I can say lollygagging. I can say bullcorn. I can say all of that. Yeah, because I'm at that age where I get to say stuff like that. It is kind of dope. And I like it. But anyway, right quick, let me tell you, I flew into there. That place was crazy. The airport was crazy, but the train is what got me. I already told you, Thanksgiving. Yes, I do love Thanksgiving. Probably the top part of Thanksgiving for me is the eating, but then the second part of that is it's always somewhere around my favorite holiday, my birthday. Anyway, this airport is crazy. This Hartsfield is something to deal with, but the train, y'all, I got to talk to you about not giving up your seat. Let me tell you something. When you get to thinking about the train, it can be whatever you are going through. It can be, hey, sugar, it can be whatever you want to equate that to. I'm going to leave that piece up to you. But let me just talk to you about a few things that go down. I think I have 5 and a bonus this morning about the train. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything just yet. Okay, so let's talk about not giving up your seat and what happens. Whatever happens, not giving up your seat, sticking to the course, staying on the train. Let me share what I learned about this train business. And again, it can be whatever. The train is whatever you say. But sometimes the train can be frustrating. Listen, life can get frustrating. But when God has designed the course, then you know that it's always going to be worth the ride. All those stops, all the stops and going, the jerking and stumbling. Have you ever been on the train but didn't have a seat? And you got to hold on to the pole and hold on to the little hook over your head and try to balance yourself and all of that. Listen, the train can be frustrating, but I want you to know that God does not waste a single, not a one. Anytime you find yourself stumbling forward, stumbling backwards, feeling like giving up, feeling like this is just not going to work, God is not wasting the ride because he's not a wasteful God. He took nothing and made something. He's not a wasteful God. He created everything that you see around you. Anything that man has erected down here, he could only do so because God gave him the creativity and the mind and the knowledge to do so. So in essence, God created it. He put that thing together. So he's not a wasteful God. But sometimes the ride can be tough. But understand that God is not wasting the ride. So don't go through life focused on the stops. Focus on the one who designed the ride, the one who can get you from point A to point B. Don't get distracted by the stops. Stay in your seat. Any of y'all even ride trains? I mean, other than when you're traveling, I really am thinking about a train ride, and it's gonna go down. It's gonna go down because I like trains. Let me hit you with number two right quick. Number two right quick. I know it's tempting to give up, but do not disembark prematurely. Don't do it. God is taking you somewhere and he knows where he wants you to be. You don't want to miss it. Let me tell you what happens when you jump off the train. Not only do you delay the lesson, which we don't always want it, but you also delay the blessing. And you have to understand that they work together. They go hand in hand. Never been on a train? Oh my God, you've got to do it. Even if it's just a downtown train. Hey, Shane, listen, they go together. The lesson and the blessing, they're twins. You understand? They need each other. And so when you jump ship prematurely, jump train prematurely, you are delaying what God is trying to give you on the inside. And you are also delaying the blessing that God is trying to give you. And check this out. Sometimes they're the same. Sometimes, baby, the lesson is the blessing because you needed it and didn't know you needed it. But once you got that lesson, have you ever dealt with people who taught you a thing or two? And baby, once you learn that lesson from them, it was not a terrible thing anymore. That lesson became a blessing to you because now you knew how to govern yourself accordingly. Now you understood how the game was played. Now you understood who you were in the process. Now you understood who they were in the process. Listen, sometimes the lesson is the blessing, but because God always does exceeding abundantly above all we can ask or think, he'll sprinkle a little razzle dazzle on there for you, give you a little shadink, little extra something, baby. But you've got to stay the course. Do not disembark prematurely. People get off. Let me talk about that. Sometimes people get off because they think that the stop they're getting off on is better than where God is taking them. Honey, let me tell you something. You think it's better than what God has planned for you? Baby, somebody better call my girl, not Tyrone. Y'all better call my girl Sarai over there in Genesis and check with her and see if that's a fact. Find out what's up, Rakito. Find out if what you think is at this stop is better than what God planned for you. Let me tell you what happened, just in case y'all ain't talked to Sarah in a minute. Let me tell you what happened. My girl decided to rearrange some things on the train. She decided to get off prematurely, and instead of waiting on what God said he was going to do, my girl decided that she would give her husband this chick Hagar, and all of that would go down. But let me tell you what happened. It messed up her household. Baby, she got in a world of trouble. But I want you to know that not only will going before God tear up your house, baby, it'll tear up nations. Honey, what am I saying? Giving up your seat, getting off the train prematurely, can cost your bloodline everything. You've got to understand that if God has designed this ride, baby, you better stay in your seat and ride the ride. I know looking out the window, it seemed like what's over there looks better, feels better, is better, but it ain't always better. Don't give up your seat. Let me get to this number 3. Number 3, every stop has the potential to bless you. Let me tell you, every stop has a purpose. Sometimes that stop is to let people get off who didn't mean you any good. Yeah, it doesn't always feel good, Shani. We don't always like it, but that's a stop that has to happen. Yeah, we think we should skip on to the next, but don't skip that spot, because you might be skipping on with some folks that didn't want to skip with you in the first place. So what you need to do is go ahead and let them off. Yeah, let them off, and it's absolutely fine. No, I'm not saying it always feels good. Yes, hey, Davita, get off. Okay, get your back pocket, your busted kneecaps, your razzmatazz up off of this train. That's absolutely fine. Don't despise the stop or despise the people. There is purpose in your pain. So go ahead and let them get off. Purpose on your train. Go ahead and let them get off. The other thing is, sometimes that stop is to let other people get on. No, everybody's not meant to go with you, but there's some people that you have yet to even meet, Davita, that are going to help you get to where God is trying to take you. So you have to be willing to let them on the ride. What am I saying? You cannot allow the garbage things that other people done to make you miss the blessing that God is sending, because you have cut yourself off, or you have made a wall because of the people that had to get off at the stop. They had to get off. But don't let that change you. It's fine if it changes them. Don't let it change who you are. Don't let it change the good stuff about you, because there is purpose, and there are some people that are going to get on at some stops that are for your good. Now, let's say this about the getting on and the getting off. Some people had to get off. It wasn't even about you. It was their stop. There was something else that God needed them to do, and they had fulfilled their purpose on your train. Okay? They had to leave. You can't always get mad. Let folks go. Let them do what they got to do. There's purpose in that too. Okay? Whew. Let me give you this little note on that right now. I wrote this down. It might change your ride. Hey, Vanessa. It might change your ride, but it doesn't have to change your route. Whew. I feel like tearing up something right about now. Baby, it might change my ride, but it won't change my route, baby. I'm still going where God said I was going. I'm still going to be who he said I was going to be. He's still going to do what he said he's going to do. So yeah, the ride might get bumpy. I might have to cry sometimes. It might hurt me, but it'll change my ride, but it won't change my route. Hey, Puddin'. Baby, they had to go for them. Absolutely. Let me see. I'm trying. Y'all know these comments go so fast. I miss them. Hey, Pastor Tracy. God knows I'm understanding seasons, baby. Used to be a song I called Seasons Change. Anyway, let me try to read this. Won't change my route. Hey, Rachel, they got to go. Deuces, holla at your girl, or don't. It's all good. Hey, cousin. Okay, y'all, that's my cousin right there. That's my cousin. At least that's my cousin. Okay, let me move on to this next little piece. Let's get into it. I'm trying to give y'all these lessons from me being on the train. Let's be clear. Not all trains are created the same. They're not all equal. Okay, let me give you my examples. The train in DSW rides above ground, and it's dope because you get a view, you get to see where you're going, and you get to check out everything that's going around, but that train still has a route, okay? But there's the Amtrak train, which isn't an airport train at all. It's a train that takes people ground to where they need to be. But one of the things about Amtrak is some of them are designed so that you only see the beautiful places. Some of them are designed to not go through the ugliness, right? But let me tell you about the train in Denver at DIA at the airport here. It's an underground train. You know what that means? That means it gets dark on the ride. Woo! Hey, Sister Cynthia, it gets dark on the ride. Yeah, sometimes you're riding and you cannot see the beautiful places. You can't even see the ugly places. Baby, it's just dark and you just can't wait for that train to get to where it's going because it's been riding like this for too long. Understand that there are going to be some times when you're going to have to ride in dark places. Good Jesus, you're going to have to ride in dark times. That's just what it is. But don't get distracted by what you cannot see, because these are the moments when your faith needs to activate. These are the moments when you need to walk by faith and not by sight. You need to ride by faith and not by sight, because yeah, it's going to get dark and it's going to be people everywhere. Sometimes it's just too people-y for me. Ugh. Ugh. But in a way, it's going to be like that sometimes. But you've got to understand that although these trains are not all the same and the views aren't all the same, they still have purpose. So here we go again. It may seem like sometimes the train is training backwards. Y'all, have you ever been on that train at DIA and you sit down at that back seat and you're facing this way? So you're looking forward, but your train is going this way and you have to. Yeah, sometimes it feels like your train is going backwards. Baby, listen, you might, now I know everybody don't do this, but me and God, we cool. So we have some conversations where I'd be like, hey, God, check this out. Did you know my train was going backwards? Did you mean for my train to be going backwards? Because I'm not feeling this. I'm not liking this. This hurts, Drea. I don't like it. And I don't like it a lot. It feels like this train is not going, God, where you said it was going to go. And now, God, I know that you cannot lie. I know that you cannot lie. So rationally, I do understand that if you said it, shall you not make it good? I got that piece. But in here, somewhere in here, I'm feeling like you said we were going one way and I feel like I'm going another way. God, could you help me out? Because I'm on a train and I don't understand. But listen, that is when I have to believe him at his word. Just at his word. Not about what I see, not about what I feel, not even about what I'd like to have happen, but at his word. I got to trust that he knows. He knows what? Everything. Put anything you want in the blank. He knows who I am. He knows what I need. He knows where I'm going. He knows who should be here. He knows who needs to leave. He knows what's best for me. He knows. So put whatever you need to put right there, but you have to believe him at his word. All right, y'all. I'm getting out of here. I have enjoyed my time, but I got to hit y'all with number 5. Number 5 on my list is in the airport at Hartsfield in Atlanta. It's so weird. And I didn't know, I don't know if my sister is on this morning or not, but it's so weird because we talked about this yesterday. I didn't recognize this until I started working on these notes. Their baggage claim is right next to the ticketing counters. Now, in Denver, they're on separate floors. You go to the 6th floor and you check in, you do all of your stuff, and then you go to the 5th floor, and that's where baggage is, and then you go down and catch your ride. But in Atlanta, they're side by side, and it got me to thinking about one thing in particular, and that's luggage. The thing about it is, before you can get on the train headed to your flight, you got to check your bags. Let me tell you what that made me think about. And I said, okay, God, you a bad God. I knew you were. You just show it out. But check it out. Those big bags that we carry, that big luggage is big baggage. You understand? They will not allow you to take that gigantic bag on the train because that bag cannot go on the plane. So understand that there has to be a separation between you and your baggage. What am I talking about? You've got to understand that you have to check some stuff before you can get on this ride, because if you don't check it, it'll wreck you. What am I talking about? Those extra things that are not the essentials. Honey, when you take a carry-on, you take essentials. When you take a personal item, it is your essentials. But that big bag got stuff that can't get through security. Okay? People put stuff in that big bag that they know cannot go on that plane. It cannot ride up front with everything. Check it out. Let me tell you what you need to do. And these are just some suggestions. I don't tell people what to do. That would make me some sort of control freak. Anyway, these are some suggestions. When you are preparing, prepare your heart and mind to leave the foolery and take the forgiveness. I know that ain't what we want on our ride. We want to put forgiveness under the plane, baby, under the. But forgiveness has to go with you if you are going to get the blessings that God has for you. Forgiveness has to travel. Mm-hmm. Used to be a Western on TV, Mama J, called Have Gun Will Travel. Okay, forgiveness has to travel. Yes, I'm 55 and it's an old show. Worry about yourself. Leave drama and take peace. Leave it. Check it, baby, and take your peace with you. Leave your pride. Whew, always room for forgiveness. Baby, leave your pride and take wisdom. Because pride will make you say, I don't need them. I don't want that. I ain't doing this. I ain't forgive. I'm not doing that. I don't owe them that. Baby, leave your pride and take wisdom. When I forgive, God can forgive me. When I forgive, I can be free. When I forgive, I can have peace. When I let go of drama, I can walk in peaceful places. My mind does not have to be stirred all the time. I can sleep at night. Listen, leave the pride and take wisdom. Leave helplessness and take hope. Come out of the pity party. Baby, go ahead, pack the pity party hat, pack the noisemakers, pack the streamers, the balloons, the tablecloths, the utensils, the place setting. Pack it all. Leave that junk. Because, honey, I promise you, when you get in a place of self-pity and it's always the woe is me, listen, Vanessa, honey, woo, when you are always living in the woe is me, you are never going to be able to see what God is trying to show you because you are too busy focused on yourself. So go ahead and leave the helplessness. Go ahead and leave the I will never, I could never, would never. Leave it all. Leave it all. Go ahead and take hope with you. Ooh, baby, what hope am I talking about? The hope of glory. Yeah, that's his name. The hope of glory. Leave gossip. Leave it and go ahead and take prayer with you. Stop letting people dump all this junk about everybody and everything. Because, baby, let me tell you one thing. If they dumping junk on you about everybody and everything, they dumping your junk. Yeah, they talking about your everything and your junk with somebody else. Go ahead and ditch that. Drop the gossip. Drop it and take prayer. Learn to pray about things, people, and places, baby. Little Dr. Seuss, oh, the places we'll go. Go ahead and pray on your way. Yeah. Only the essentials need to go. Now, I told you that I was going to share with you this morning a bonus. And the bonus is my absolute favorite. Let me get to it. So I gave you the 5. Let me give you the bonus right here. All trains are not created equal. But when you travel, they all have 2 major stops. One stop is destination relationship. Hey, Christian, that's my cousin too, y'all. Destination relationship. Listen, sometimes what you're going through is to pull you into closer relationship with God. So that is the destination, right? So when in terms of the train in the airport, one end of that, you've already gone through this, that, and the other, and now you're coming home. Home is relationship, baby. That's relationship with God. So sometimes what you're going through is to pull you, is to take you into closer relationship. But y'all, let me tell you what the other one is. Not that that one is not fantastic. Let me tell you what the other one is. The other place that trains will take you is destination elevation. Woo! Baby, listen, I'm riding this train because at the end, I'm getting ready to take off, baby. I'm going somewhere from here. And baby, planes don't go down, they go up first. When they come down, it's to take you where you need to be. But baby, when you get on that plane, it's going up, 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 up. Woo! Now listen, it's going to be some turbulence. It's going to be some stuff going on, but God still has a plan to elevate you. Turbulence elevates. Understand that there's a reason why you have to go through the things you're going through, but God has a plan for you. Y'all, whether God is calling you closer to him or taking you higher, whatever you do not give up your seat. Baby, you gonna want to see this. Don't let the ride fool you. God knows what he's doing. I'm getting out of here, but let me give you my scripture. Because I know somebody is saying, I don't know about this, Dr. D. This ride feel bad. I'm not sure I want to do this. I don't like how this is going. I don't like that I can't see. I just don't like it. And that's fine. And you may have even said, y'all, that's good, but nah, can't do it. Can't do it. Nope. Can't do it. Nope. But listen, let me give you a scripture because I told you you're going to have to take him at his word. Let me go ahead and give you a scripture as we close this out. And this scripture comes from 2 Corinthians, the 9th chapter, the 8th verse. But I'm using the English Standard Version. It says, and God is able to make all grace abound to you, so that having all sufficiency in all things at all times, you may abound in every good work. In other words, God is making sure that what you have is sufficient for you to get to the next stop, to the next stop, to the next stop, to where he's taking you. God is giving you everything that you need to help you ride this ride. So baby, it says God is able. Honey, you don't have to be able. God is able. You don't have to figure it out. He's already worked it out. Woo! How you gonna pay your rent? All of your money spent. Wow. Okay, don't let me. Okay. Okay. Let me get myself together. I love y'all. God has got everything under control. I know that sometimes the ride can be frustrating and difficult, but baby, it's always worth it when God designs the route. Y'all do me a solid and share this with somebody. So sweet. Tis so sweet, baby, to trust in Jesus. I know you're right. Share this with somebody. Help somebody ride the ride. Help somebody make it to that relationship with God. Help somebody to make it through to their elevation. Hey, cousin, thank you so much for coming through yourself. Hey, I love y'all. Holla at your girl. I'm Ghost. I'm gone. I'm out. Bye.